If you could make a video game, what would it be about?
Well,
I thought of this game where you'd write a song, and if it's sung good, it'd make our love strong. It's a video game with a love-based score, and with each word you find, you unlock more. The music is sung by this guitar-playing dog, and he won't stop strumming when the harmony's wrong. I'm not saying I'm scared, but I kinda am, 'cause that dog's got a song and Will's got a plan. We're playing love games, but I don't know the rules, 'cause we'll catching feelings while I play the fool. You won't deny it, you dodge every time. We're playing love games while I'm losing my mind. Here's another idea where you knit while you run, drunk off your ass with a loaded gun. You travel through levels, killing sheep for their wool, and the more colors you have, the more dreams you can fuel. Imagine it, Jamie, we build a house of our own, and not have to ask that crook Tom Nook for a loan. But right now all I want is for you to swear that your silence isn't covering a secret affair. You're playing love games and I'm falling behind. You're giving Will time that you told me was mine. When I ask about hum, your voice just replies. That information is between him and I. One last design, and this one is smart. You fix up a trailer that's falling apart, patching the roof while the squirrels invade, and singing 80s rock songs as the floorboards decay. I'll even program a scene where you walk through the door. I'll be lying naked, alone on the floor, and when I see you, a smile covers your face, and then Will marches in and conquers my space. He's playing love games, and you're letting hum win. Will's not your fiance, and I'm not your friend. I just want the truth, so please no more lies. As we'll play love games between your thighs.
That was fantastic.
That one's an earworm. That one's going to be stuck in your head. So you should go over to Hey Blinken's channel and listen to it, because that one's going to be stuck with you. That one was really good.
Thank you, Hey Blinken, for that one.
I love that one. So hey, how's everyone doing tonight? I see we have people showing up here.
Hi, everyone.
How are you doing tonight?
I am exhausted. I got off the lull today.
Are you building that gym for a church?
Yes, it's very exhausting.
And is it finally coming together?
It's coming somewhere.
Yeah. I could not get Bud to join us tonight, so I'm sure he's going to be buggy later on.
He will.
And everyone enjoys that, because the Buds are the real stars of the show.
They are. We should have just named this, the Buds channel.
Yeah, this is the Buds channel. We're just here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just live here.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got an abomination from... Well, I'm assuming an abomination. I might be harshly judging because I did not actually get a chance to watch the King Cobra video I recorded.
Oh, okay.
So for all I know, this video is actually going to be a good one.
Doubtful.
And then we got part 1 of Carter.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so let's see how badly I fuck up the Patreon read, shall we?
Let's do it.
All right. So you can listen to us here. You can listen to us on Paco Pete Pot Pie, where we also post other kinds of TCAP related videos. We're on Rumble and Spotify at Magnum Pot Pie. We've got a Patreon Magnum Pot Pie. We've got a what is that? A Ko-Fi that's Magnum Pot Pie. And if you go to Patreon, you can pay me $10 and I'll call you dog fucker, like these dog fuckers: Rhoda, BNC Baloney, Shane, Deleted Archives, Chicken on a Chain, Jillian, and Penetration. You are all dog fuckers. How'd I do?
I think you did pretty well. Okay, Bud's decided.
Bud's being buggy now. Alright, so let's start in on King Cobra here.
What up, YouTube? So we got 4 pieces of the McCrispy chickens. Got some fresh nacho cheese.
Everybody, welcome Bud. Bud has just joined us to be buggy, and that's sort of what he does. Yes, this is a food hack. Apparently people have been asking him for a new food hack, so we've got a food hack. This is the proper way to eat your McDonald's chicken strips.
Doritos, some butter, some sauce, some bacon bits, like 2 different kinds of cheeses, and 3 different kinds of sauces. We're like, Cobra, when are you gonna upload another food hack, man? And you know, McDonald's did give us the 4 cups of sauces that I asked for. If you like chicken strips, they're pretty good. If you're a vegan, then I guess go fuck yourself, because that's your problem, not mine. We got the 4 sauces. We got them arranged. The first thing we're gonna do is just stick around, because we're gonna make chicken strip nachos.
That didn't sound too bad.
Some of this butter right here, like half of that. I'm gonna put that in the center there, just like that.
Yep, lick the spoon.
So we're gonna grab some Sargento.
Boy, Cobra's looking good these days, isn't he? I mean, his diet's doing him very well. Cobra's a good-looking man, ain't he? He definitely hasn't declined since the last video we saw.
Certainly not.
Serengeti mozzarella cheese slices.
Bud.
It doesn't
settle
quite
down.
want to peel apart. Okay,
People
maybe.
say hi.
No, not quite. Try to get it to peel apart as easily as possible. And it don't want to peel apart so easily, man. So we're just going to put it on top of our butter in the center. Now, when I got these chicken strips from Mickey D's, they were hot and fresh. But it seems how they're going to be microwaved and nuked. I figured we'd let them cool off a bit. You know that cheese don't want to come apart so easy.
So step 1 of cooking your nachos is let your chicken strips cool down and add a dollop of butter.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But you know, that's okay, man. You can do this with any chicken strip that you...
Wait, I just realized he's using mozzarella cheese too on his nachos.
Oh.
Yeah, but at least he's using fresh Doritos, like fresh picked today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You want... This is just my take on another crazy Cobra food hack. You know? Maybe I might have a little slice of it for myself.
Where is Ume? Ume, come get your man. Where is Ume? She's not going to want to eat this.
Ooh.
Sargento makes good cheese. Serengeti, whatever you want to call it, potato. Because what does...
Can I just say real quick, too, this is off topic of the food, but isn't his place a lot cleaner than you would expect?
I agree with that completely.
Yeah, like you would think it would be trash strewn and just... Like, you would think it would look a lot like Lorne's trailer.
Yeah.
But I don't know how that happens. Does this man spend time cleaning?
It tastes better than more cheese. I mean, seriously, YouTube. We're gonna add some Lacrane, sharp cheddar cheese.
Is everybody getting hungry?
Ain't nothing more coming out of that. We got 2 different kinds of cheese,
we go.
mozzarella and extra sharp cheddar cheese. That'd make a man or a woman say, yes, please. Well, we're gonna hit that with some bacon bits. Bacon makes everything taste better. And I think a light sprinkle of bacon bits on top of that melted cheese, among other ingredients.
So, Boom Shaky, do you think that King Cobra is like the common hermit crab? That he just moves into a place, just like throws shit everywhere until he outgrows it and then moves into another house once he outgrows the first one?
See, I could see that.
He's like the common hermit crab.
I could see that.
Yeah.
This one's for the chef. Mm-hmm.
Those are looking
Yes,
very nacho-like.
We're gonna have to add some sauce, some Doritos, and then we're gonna have to nuke it in the microwave.
The microwave.
Take some black pepper. Then we're gonna hit that with some cilantro. A little bit of cilantro for flavor. Onion powder. We've got so much going into this. You don't need a whole huge sprinkle of it, like I said. See how easy that was?
Just in case the viewers have forgotten in all of this monstrosity, the base of this is McDonald's chicken strips. And he's adding like onion powder, cilantro.
At least he knows what spices are.
Kay knows what spices are,
She doesn't use them.
but she knows what they are.
Get that with some garlic salt. Just a light sprinkle of each seasoning. Now we're going to take a sip of our drink combo. Because we're food hacking super hard, bros. That's looking good nar. Fresh Doritos. We're going to crush them up into powder.
We're what now? Okay, I consider myself an expert on nachos. You're supposed to put the chips on first, not crush them over top of the chicken strips and butter.
What?
Just enough to sprinkle the top.
You just don't get it.
You got a little bit of flavor going here, you know?
I have honestly never thought of using Doritos as a spice.
Can't go wrong.
And that is why you fail.
I mean, if you're gonna food hack some McChicken strips,
Food hack, guys. Food
we're
hack.
just about there, cuz. We're gonna take some Jack Daniels barbecue sauce. Then we're gonna drizzle some of that barbecue sauce on top of our nacho cheese Doritos.
As one
And
does.
chicken strips and cheese. Can you say next level dank?
What was the butter
Next thing
for?
we're going to do is drizzle it with some of this delicious Frank's Red Hot Buffalo Wing sauce. And we're going to like...
Is this the secret
capfuls.
menu item?
There we go. Put a little bit on there for...
Okay, maybe I'm out of touch with the young folk, but it isn't a food hack like when you figure out that if you order the burrito bowl, it's like getting 2 burritos, so you order the burrito bowl and some tortillas. Like, isn't that a food hack? Like, is taking your chicken strips home and turning them into an abomination, is that a hack? Like, am I just clueless? Like, I thought hack was figuring out that if you bring home one thing, you can make something else with it, not if you bring home one thing, you can throw everything out of your refrigerator at it and make an abomination. Like, why didn't he just buy chicken strips at this? Well, I mean, I guess he bought McDonald's, but why didn't he just make chicken strips at this point?
I have no idea, dear.
Cheese. That's gonna give it a nice spicy kick.
This is the McDonald's dipping sauce now? Huh.
The chili sauce they're advertising with it.
Huh. Okay.
So you know what we're gonna do, YouTube? We're gonna add some more sauce to it.
Fair.
I got the extra hot horseradish.
Horseradish?
What?
Because, you know, I like a little bit of,
Fucking what? Horseradish? On top of everything else, we're getting horseradish?
Okay, I feel like I'm missing something.
Does this man have taste buds?
I don't think so.
I like a little bit of heat with my nuggets. I think
Okay.
we could use probably like one more thing.
Ume,
To
when you
make
eat this, I want a video.
Pallets of microwavably sauced up, cheesed up, crazy wild ass chicken strip action. We're gonna take the butter
More
that we
butter.
have left. And I'm gonna just break it up and put it on top. And I like microwaving shit with butter because the butter's gonna melt.
But the butter, it's gonna make it all soggy. Oh, God. I mean, I guess it's gonna be a soggy mess, but why the butter? Is this just not fattening enough?
No?
Like, oh, this is so bloody unhealthy. And I'm like, yeah, that's kind of the whole point. Bacon bits and Doritos and cheese. My hands are
Mexicans in the
extremely
chat,
greasy.
is this what you
My last
consider
McDonald's order
nachos?
was exquisite. They did, in fact, provide the bacon with the fish like I asked, but I was in, like I said, such a rush to make the sandwich I didn't notice. And then I felt kind of bad because that was false advertisement, but what do you do? It seemed a bit excessive.
Huh.
Well, guess what? Now we'll have to microwave it, yeah?
What is this?
Did he just...
Okay, so I'm just going to take... No, you don't.
Huh.
Lid's trying to close on us. I'll take that one nugget and kind of scooch it in just a little bit. There we are. Nice and cozy and in the oven. Alright. Let's try 2 minutes first. We don't want to, like, overcook the chicken.
Yeah,
It's
we
already
don't
been
want to
deep fried at Mickey
overcook
D's.
this. Yeah,
The only goal is to...
Yeah, if we overcook this, it might be ruined. Yeah, we definitely don't want to overcook this. We don't want to ruin this with too much heat. No, we gotta find just the right blend of microwave to butter.
like get all the cheese and the sauce and everything on there melted and congealed into a greasy fucking unhealthy mess. So we got some time.
Look at that man. Look at that handsome man right there.
If you think this recipe's wacky, wait to see my next prosciutto sandwich.
Have fun.
My next prosciutto sandwich is literally gonna piss off the internet. So if you think this food hack is gross and weird, like, oh, what's wrong with you?
Wait, is he recognizing that this is gross and weird?
I don't think
Then
he...
why are you doing this?
Because it's gross and weird.
You Cobra. Nothing. I like entertaining my fans and eating dang ass food. And I want to try to
never
like
mind.
cool off just a little bit, you know? I mean, is this a
Dank
bit
ass
excessive? You could say that, yeah. I mean, like, I literally had like chunks of butter dripped all over the top of it, you know? Making sure it all gets like a little healthy coating of some of that Cobra's American's, you know, flavor. 46.
I don't think anybody wants the genuine Cobra flavor.
No.
No, I don't think anybody wants that.
Seconds. I'm gonna look at it. And I want to make sure that, like, you know, the cheese and the butter is all melted. So I might go for another
Absolutely.
2 minutes if it's not all, like, completely melted. Although it is smelling pretty good. I could smell it from the microwave when I leaned in to look on my cooking results. You call this cooking? I'm like, this is cooking on a budget. You want gourmet food and you can't barely afford McDonald's, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
So there you go. If you want gourmet food and you can barely afford McDonald's, just go buy some McDonald's and $30 worth of groceries and have this.
Abomination.
Yeah.
That's what you're
It didn't
searching.
quite melt the sauce all the way, but that's just fine because I wanted the cheese to melt. The sauce you can cheese
Oh,
with everything
God.
a little bit.
Look what happened to
So
the
like
butter.
you're taking something that's already cooked and like adding to it. I mean,
This is
very
why
original.
aliens don't
See,
visit
Look at
us.
that cheese pull. Look at that cheese pull. Oh, look at that. Isn't that just fucking sexy, YouTube? Just gonna have to bloody cool off
No.
before I tuck into this. That is piping hot. These are like barely cooled off when I pulled this food hack. You know? And it took me like 28 minutes to do it. I happen to choose McDonald's chicken strips because they're delicious. I did a food hack on them recently, and I lost my temper with it, and try to keep this place clean. There's always something fucking new every fucking time, dude. I'm so fucking over it. Fuck. God damn it. Every fucking time with this shit.
Why didn't we watch that
Something's
video?
fucking new.
Yeah.
Fucking Christ. Fucking sauce packers don't want to open for me. It's fucking over it. I didn't like that, and then like they
Thank you
included
for that,
the bacon
whoever
with the
put that in
fish
the
when I
video.
asked for it. Fucking.
Whoever I don't get these off of his channel. I get these off of somebody else's channel. So I just want to say shout out to whoever it was that put that in there. Why were we watching that video? That looked like a pretty good video.
I don't know.
So
You're the
then
one that
the
picked
false
this.
advertisement on it, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at that
Your
chicken
channel.
strip action. Oh shit. Doesn't give you a part 2? You're silly. Leave our fans hanging? YouTube? Oh my god. Those are barely cooled off. Look at that cheese pull. Dankness is fucking served.
No, I'm telling you, this man's colon doesn't know what the hell to do. Like, on the one hand, he's got all that cheese to bind him up, but, like, everything else, like, I'm surprised he doesn't, this man goes through toilets like other people go through packages of toilet paper.
Ew.
Good Lord.
Oh, stop with the slurping.
It's certainly not the worst idea I've had. And the
We did
butter
see-
melted on top of everything.
That's true. We did see the sushi bacon cheeseburger. And we did see, didn't we do the cookie burger or something? I know we did the Reese's Pieces one. Did we do the cookie burger?
No.
Oh, there's a cookie burger.
Okay.
That's piping hot out of the microwave.
I do have to say, if I had to choose between this and the boiled egg potted meat nachos, I would definitely choose this. But I wouldn't feel good about it.
Oh. So if I let them cool off, I'll be snacking on this for the rest of the evening. Oh shit, I want you to eat a big old bite of this one right here.
Ugh.
I kind of gets that angle.
Trying to eat these with one hand and throw them with the other. Oh. Oh, Lordy. Oh, my God, yeah. That is like the right combination of everything.
If you've ever wondered what sex with Cobra sounds like, that's probably it.
Ew.
Oh,
No.
yeah, that. Oh, yeah, that's the right combination right there.
No one was wondering.
Can I do it one-handed, film with the other?
No one was wondering.
That's what sex with Cobra sounds like.
Everything that I put on there is so overpowering. It's like a symphony of spicy, sweet, tangy, smoky barbecue. Oh. Snacking and munching. You know what's up. Catch you on the next one. Fuck the trolls and fuck sickos.
I do have to say, though, he does at least put some effort into trying to balance out the flavors. You know, so he's got, like, your sweet and your savory and stuff like that. Like, and he actually gives a review of the food more than just, like Jack does. Or, oh, that is gorgeous, like Kay does. Like, he actually talks about how the flavors meld. So I will give him that. I mean, I wouldn't want to eat what he's making. There we go.
Ugh.
So, yeah, anyone that shows up late, yeah, that's what you've got to eat. So, sorry. That's Paco's rule, not mine. So, let's just go on to Carter here. I think this
Carter.
is... I think once again we might be starting off with the more boring of the Carter calls. But you got to get the boring stuff out of the way before you get to the explosive stuff.
Good morning, honey.
And yes, zero effort. I just ripped this straight off of Reborn's channel. So, you know, sub to Reborn. He's a very small channel. He could use a couple of subs. So I know you've never heard of this guy before. So go sub to Reborn.
I love you.
Fucking sad. So fucking sad.
Hello.
Hey, honey. How you feeling?
Fine.
What are you up to?
Just got done talking to Carter. You?
Not much.
Cool.
Hi, honey.
Hello.
How are you?
Same.
Same. What you doing?
Not much. You?
Now, going into this, they are not together, I don't think, right? Someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't this after she made contact with him again, and they are not in a relationship? Somebody tell me if I'm wrong there, but I think this is after recontact, and they are not in a relationship.
Not much. Watching Big Bang Theory. How'd your day go?
Oh, cool.
How'd your day go?
It went all right.
You played a lot of Nintendo?
Nintendo?
A little bit.
Did you win?
No.
Or you don't win? You don't win on that, do you? Just keep going on different levels.
Also, I love the fact that old man Lorne here still thinks of, like, every single video game in terms of, like, the Atari 2600 or something. That, like, every video game is just broken up into levels. Yeah, they're working towards a relationship. I was listening to an old Sundays with Cod, and the reason Jamie keeps saying that is because Lorne keeps saying it, and they were like, okay, well, let's see what his definition of working towards a relationship is. And, of course, his definition is they're in a relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So what else you do?
Are you watching the presidential debate?
No, it's... Well, I don't know. What time is it on? You know what time it's on?
15 minutes.
You know, I avoid politics here like the plague, but I just want to say I would love for someone to sit down with Lorne and just ask him and get a real answer, you know, on like some issues as to why he votes for this person or that person, because all he can roll out with is just things like the economy. Like, I would love to see Lorne's actual view on issues if he knows anything about anything.
On 15 minutes? No, I don't know if I will or not. Neither one really worth voting for anyway. You watching it?
No.
No. Do you have anyone specific that you want to win?
Who do you want to win?
I think Trump just because of the economy. But I don't know, neither one of them are worth voting for anyway.
Oh, the economy.
See, like right there, if she really pushed him there and wanted to find out specifics, he could not put into words what he thought was going to make the economy better or worse.
Yeah.
Just that economy, because that's probably what he kept seeing in political ads, is economy.
Yeah, no, that would make sense.
And he knows he needs to live on the fat of the system, so he's hoping the system is nice and fat.
Yeah. Neither one of them worth voting for anyway, though. Who do you want to win?
I don't.
Yep.
And he's got
Put the
nothing to
slab
talk
under the-
about.
Under the trailer today so I can have it there to put blocks on top of that, and then I can start building the stone wall
The
in
what?
the living room. The slab, concrete slab, underneath the trailer. I built and had to make a long concrete slab that goes the length of the wall where the stove is at, where the wood stove is at, so that I can start building that. I gotta put blocks on top of it after it hardens, concrete blocks, so it go up to the floor, and then I can start building the stone wall inside. But I have to have something underneath there so it'll support the weight of the stones that I'm putting in there.
I'm actually surprised he thought of that and didn't just start gluing rocks to walls and just have the trailer collapse. But, you know, whenever Lorne talks about what he does in his day, it's always about, you know, like maybe an hour's worth of activity.
Yeah.
And then that's it. That his day is shot. He's done one thing, that's it.
Oh, okay.
I still gotta do the one on the up.
And who here thinks he poured a concrete slab correctly? You know, dug down, made a level surface, put in a frame, put gravel down, poured the concrete, you know, leveled it all out. Who here thinks he possibly did that and didn't just like dig a hole and dump concrete in it?
I'm not raising my hand.
Yeah.
Side of it, but I have to keep going underneath and crawling back out, crawling back under there, and crawling back out. So I have to do the concrete by myself, but do it by buckets.
I was going to say one Dixie cup at a
So
time.
it's a pain in the ass, but I get it done.
I could see that.
All I had was these
Sounds
solo
like
cups,
it.
honey.
Yep.
Had to carry it in my mouth.
That's what's new.
One mouthful at a time.
Nothing really.
Well, Well, honey, I'll have to live vicariously through you and yell at you. Go do something.
Go do something so I can yell at you, you bitch.
What else you do today?
Had a great heart-to-heart, Vince. Had a great heart-to-heart conversation with Will.
Uh-oh.
Not really.
Uh-oh.
What was that about?
Us.
Me and you? So what was the turnout?
We don't like you.
No, our friendship.
Oh, you and Will? So what was that about?
Ooh, she's not saying.
What do you mean?
I just asking what that was about.
Was you talking about his cock? Was you?
I said, our friendship.
Wasn't anything behind the question. It was just to throw me up there, throw out there a question.
Yeah, hey, Blink, and the silence is great because you can hear like the half-dead three-legged gerbil in the little wheel in Lorne's mind just like trying his best to turn that rusty wheel to try and generate some thoughts.
I'm explaining, I answered it.
Why not? You said your friendship. Didn't know what you meant.
Every time I watch one of these, I want that game. That game looks pretty fun when you watch these.
So how's he doing?
He's struggling.
How come?
That's between him and I.
Oh, okay. Is he getting feelings for you?
And of course, that's where his mind goes because that's what he's worried about.
Yes.
It never even occurs to him that, you know, if she wanted to be with Will, Will is right there. Like, she wouldn't even have to do anything to just go get Will. But he's always worried about that. Like, she could just walk to the next room.
Yeah.
You know, unscrew that chassis.
Oh boy, you're not answering, so that's tells a lot. All right, can you elaborate?
You elaborate? For that thing you didn't want to talk
Also,
about?
MJ did a fashion show for me today. It was great. She was gorgeous.
No good.
Good. Now get back to what I want to
So
talk
is Will getting feelings for you?
Then I called Carter.
about. Oh, Boom Shaky, that would have been great. That would have been so good. Yes. So I just let him bang me in the ass a little. That would have been so good. Oh, man. The rage.
That would have been great.
Actually, it would have been because he hung up the phone, then called back and go, what?
And
We talked for a couple hours.
you and Carter
Fucking
talked for a couple
cheated
hours?
on me?
Ooh, they talked for a couple hours.
Wow. Huh.
Damn hussy.
Yeah.
Well, if I ask what about, I get the third degree for it, so
What?
Said if I ask what it was about, I get a third degree for it. So I guess I better not ask.
Just save it for later, Lauren.
When did you get the 3rd degree?
Well, you give me a third degree every time I ask about something like that. It's kind of odd that you talk for
When?
a couple hours. You know, you usually tell me that I don't trust you because I ask so many questions.
You don't trust her.
Well, I mean, that cheating
So what
bitch
you
was
talk
talking
about
to Carter
for
for
a
2
couple
hours.
hours?
So I was playing Animal Crossing today and that stupid hippo moved in.
Yeah, 100% when he's crying, the tears are just falling around Mr. Penis like rain.
Oh, I did not need
That's
that.
almost
mental...
poetic.
I did not need that mental image.
That's like a song from some emo group from the early 2000s.
He has a haircut and I don't like it.
Oh, the hippo?
Drops fell like rain on my
Yes.
No.
He is yellow.
God, he's yellow.
Yellow.
heart. An
Because you
inverted
don't want
boner.
to know what we're talking about today because you went to that subject.
To the left.
So
And now
we'll
I
get
have a
into
loan
it
for $500,000 out.
for the hippo.
Tom Nook is a crook.
Who's Tom Nookie? Yes, Sadie. I'll give you a biscuit.
He's the raccoon that runs the town.
He runs the town on the Nintendo.
No, Lauren, her actual town is run by a raccoon. You figured it out. She's got it. The only town in America completely run by vermin.
Yes.
You tell me you want your money back.
No, he made my house bigger.
So how's he a crook?
Yeah, how did someone that's doing work on your house rip you off, Jamie? That's something Lauren doesn't know anything about.
Of course not.
I could owe him $500,000 for it.
I could have done it cheaper.
Because it's expensive.
Now you're talking Nintendo, right?
No, again, Lauren, on her actual house, the raccoon that runs her city came and built a closet onto her house, and it's $500,000 for it. Yes, the raccoon that runs her city. Deleted archives, welcome. Oh, you are not going to like what you have to eat today. It was made by King Cobra, so enjoy.
Are you talking about your condo?
Yeah.
I can't make a bridge. It's $98,000. I can't afford anything.
Yeah, I could have to say the economy in Animal Crossing is kind of fucked, right? You know,
Yeah.
an addition onto your house is $500,000, but a bridge is only $98,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sell the hippo. It's a rare hippo. It's yellow.
So Liverpool.
He's a living being. You can't do that.
No. Well, get the hippo's autograph and sell that.
No one likes him.
He sounds like when you're trying to talk to like my mom about a game you're playing or something.
Yes.
Like Lauren is such an old man talking about video games and stuff. He sounds like he's an old woman that just doesn't know anything about it.
Yeah. Yeah, he
No.
does.
Well, so long as you had fun,
I don't know what to tell you on that then, honey.
just try your best.
He has this stupid jacket and acts better than everyone.
Oh yeah, fuck that guy.
Wait,
Sell
it's the
stupid
third
jacket.
result?
Maybe somebody would buy it for a lot of money and then go and tease
I
him.
can't, it's his.
Take it when he's sleeping.
What?
Take it when he's sleeping, then sell it. Then the other players in the game can tease the hippo that they've got his jacket.
You want me to commit a B&E?
No, just kidding. I don't know. What the hell's a B&E?
Lawn.
What, honey?
Fuck off upstairs.
If you could make a video game, what would it be about?
Okay, so what do you think Lauren would make a video game about?
Building?
Yeah, sheetrock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um. I think something about music.
Huh. I wouldn't have thought that. I'd have guessed, trying to evade the police to go see your precious princess, and your precious princess is in another castle.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. No, apparently it's music.
Okay.
What about you?
Elaborate. What would you do in the game?
Are you ready for this?
I think I would make it so that to be able to sing a whole song. In order to win the game, you'd have to be able to sing a whole song, or to make up a whole song throughout the game. And then you'd have to go through different levels in order to pick out words that you want.
Oh, I'm bored as fuck.
Okay,
That-
so who was in school in the 80s and 90s and remembers edutainment games like that? Like Math Blasters and shit. Like, doesn't it sound like he's describing one of those old school edutainment games? Like something you'd be playing in, like, math class, and, like, you don't really like it, but it's fun because everything else is boring and you don't want to do the problem on the board. Like, isn't that what it sounds like he's describing?
Yeah.
Just some, like, old school edutainment. Like something that would come on a 5 1/4 inch drive disc. God, I'm old.
And then it'll finally make up to a whole song, and then when you make up the whole song, you win the game.
Oh wow, that's neat.
That does sound pretty cool, doesn't it? That just came to my mind.
No, that doesn't actually sound cool. That sounds awful.
About that. That would be pretty cool.
What would you call it?
Yeah, Math Blaster was the shit. I always put it down on, like, the really easy math so that I could get the high score. Because I suck at math.
Well,
Derek, you notice she didn't say that she had any experience with edutainment games. Just saying.
Write a song.
Call it Write a Song.
No, it has to be more catchy than that. I don't know. I'd have to think about that one. So it'd have to be something catchy that would get the interest of people.
Holy shit, Boom Shiki, you are Ook the Firebringer? I didn't know that.
I figured it out.
What about you?
Okay.
What would you do for a video game?
I would make a hunter game and have it star MJ.
Okay, not the most exciting thing in the world, but hunting games are a genre out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, Lauren probably has some good ideas to add to that, right? That aren't at all stupid.
No.
Yeah.
So elaborate.
You hunt animals, as MJ.
Would there be an end to it, or would it just be
And you
continuous
survive
level?
in the woods.
Cyrano, that sounds fucking awesome. You could call it Postal 4.
Would it be just continuous levels, or would there be a finish to the game?
The last boss is a polar bear.
And you get to shoot him with a gun, a bow and arrow, or a knife.
A knife?
I want to shoot him with a knife.
That's some hardcore shit right there. You got a polar bear you got a polar bear in front of you and a knife in your hand. That's some hardcore shit right there.
You get to choose, that's the beauty of the game.
But in order to choose certain ones, you have to do certain things, make it through certain levels or something. Like in order
Outdoor loser, welcome.
to get, like in order to get a bow and arrow, first you start out with a knife. Then in order to get a bow and arrow, you got to go through, beat another level. In order to get a gun, you have to beat another level. Something like
Yeah.
that. That sounds pretty cool.
Okay, imagine you buy a hunting game and it's broken up into levels. And level 1 has you with a knife that you have to go, like, stalk and kill a deer with a knife.
See, that kind of seems a bit more advanced
Yeah.
than I would prefer my hunting games to be.
I guess I could see that on the Atari 2600.
What about you hunting?
No, I used to play all the hunting games back in the day, all the Cabela's ones and things like that. But I haven't played one in a very long time. They started to get pretty boring. Yeah, just like real hunting, you kind of sit in a tree stand and wait for a deer to come along. Pretty much it.
What about a video game of something
No running up with a knife and stabbing in the neck.
that you like to do?
Well, they can sell that game.
Yeah,
she's gonna
you
make
would
a
be able to
sex
sell that
game.
game. That game would sell pretty good.
Well, they can't sell that game.
No, well, oh, you mean one with you? With what you like to do,
Yes.
yeah, I know. Okay, other
What?
than sex. Other than sex. An interest other than sex.
Other than sex.
There's an interest other than sex? What?
God, what else do robots do? Solving math problems?
I would just
have
make
another
the
one?
MJ game and you can use me, but I'm a worse character.
No. So you don't have any other interests of something that you like to do? Bowling.
Cyrano, did it have a splash of black paint on the side of it? The one that wrecked my car a couple years back, he ran off, so I'm looking for a deer with a splash of black paint on the side of it. You see that guy, you let me know. We got a score to settle.
Eating. Skiing. Nothing else? Knitting.
Knitting.
Yeah, knitting.
A knitting game.
Knitting game. Paco,
I
look.
laugh about that. I
Paco,
have a
Knitting
cross
video
stitch
game.
game.
yeah,
so-
Paco, look up and see if there's a
Yeah.
knitting game.
That would actually be pretty cool.
Why wouldn't
Because-
you just knit?
Because if you were trying to make a certain thing that you're knitting and you needed certain colors, you'd have to go through certain levels to get those colors that you want. Then you knit. Then in order to get another color, you have to beat another certain level to get that color. See, you actually could make a video game out of that.
No, Paco knits. She's just trying to see if there's a such thing as a knitting video game. So it doesn't sound like a very exciting genre. Well, there's knitting sorting games, but not really knitting games. I guess it doesn't really translate well to the,
I
to
can't
the-
imagine why.
yeah, I guess you're not really doing that on
There's
the
a
PS5,
card game.
PS5 Pro, you know.
Knitting the card game.
How do
That'd
I
be
get the
pretty cool.
color? Murder sheep.
Oh, hey Blinken says he found a knitting game. Hey Blinken is better at finding that stuff than you, Paco.
Sorry.
No.
Knit Warriors. Please tell me.
Maybe.
Please tell me it's a really weird knockoff of Mortal Kombat.
I don't know. There has to be some thought put into that.
Have MJ murder the sheep.
Yeah.
No, I have to put some thought into it before I can think of something.
He's getting defensive.
I don't know, honey. Maybe I can tell you tomorrow night. If I think about it some.
Jamie has to point at them and then MJ kills it a mile away.
But she has to do it through blurry glasses. Through drunk glasses. Drunk goggles. That would be more interesting.
We can
Those would
call
be
it
goggles.
knitted by murder.
Lauren thinks it would be interesting to be shooting with while blasted drunk.
Yes.
Okay.
Knitting by beer. Knitting by beer goggle murder.
Unironically, I would buy that. I would buy Knitting by Beer Goggle Murder. I would buy that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, unironically, I would. Lauren's sitting on $1 million idea.
Knitting with beer goggles. How well can you shoot? So, honey, is Will getting feelings for you?
Oh no, we're done with that.
Is Will getting feelings for you? Is that what he's struggling with?
Okay, so back to your game. Is it country music?
It's country and 80s pop.
Country and 80s pop.
Those don't mesh well.
Actually, they do. Because a lot of, if you listen to 80s pop, a lot of it has some similar songs that sound that today's country has,
No, it doesn't.
with the exception of the synthesizer.
Yes, with the exception of the thing that makes 80s pop 80s pop. They both sound a lot alike.
Oh yeah.
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 When the synthesizer came out, and they had that in a lot of songs.
I know when I hear like the Police or something, I'm like, is this today's country?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The amount of
So,
times I
Is
hear
that the
that.
only music you listen to?
The country and 80s pop?
Yes.
Yep. I've listened to hip hop before and rock, and so I can't say just country and 80s pop, because I listen to old country and I listen to new country, I listen to 80s pop and 80s rock. I've listened to some rap. Didn't really like that a lot.
What rap?
I can't even name them. Just when they first came out with rap, I listened to some of it and I didn't like it.
You're telling me this man listened to Rapper's Delight and didn't enjoy it?
What?
Yeah. What other rap has he listened to? I would love to find. I would love to just see Lorne sitting there popping a rap tape into his tape deck on his truck, and just listening to some like Snoop Dogg or something.
Yes.
I mean, it's more to the song than just song, because they actually think about their lyrics. So there's respect for their songwriting, for the lyrics, but it's the beats and all that. I don't like.
You think there wasn't like a lot of songwriting that went into Rapper's Delight? Come on, man.
Beats. For the setup of the song, I should say. Is what I don't like.
Do you know Cardi B?
Nope.
Nope.
Do
Outdoor Loser, I think you might have been right the first time.
you know Public Enemy?
I've heard of them.
It's like this guy didn't like Run DMC?
I've never heard the music, but I've heard them.
I think Lauren and Roy should start a rap group and call themselves Run GMC.
Do you know the song Panama?
Panama. That's actually rock. Panama. 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 That one?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember listening to that when I was growing up. I was actually 14, I think, when that song came out. 14 or 15. 14, I think.
I mean, exactly. Like when they came out with the rap remix of Walk This Way, he was that age. He's talking about going to dances and stuff. He would have been exactly the age that would have been at dances. Like, come on.
We had that. Some of the school dances. I remember hearing it a lot. They played it a lot.
Do you know Renegade?
Renegade. Seems like I've heard that one. Sounds familiar. I can't remember it. Sounds that the name sounds familiar though.
You heard that stuff at school dances?
Panama, yeah. Panama, and we built the city on rock and roll. Heaven by Bryan Adams. Summer of
Sing that.
'69 by Bryan Adams. Heaven?
We built this city.
I don't know all the words to it anymore. We built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. Built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. That's all I remember of it.
Beautiful, Lauren. Beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah, summer of '69.
Did you go to the dance with anyone?
No.
What?
Nobody really went to the dance with anyone. We just showed up there on our own.
Back in the day, nobody ever went to dances with anybody. We just showed up and started dancing.
100% believe
That's how
that.
it goes.
And wound up dancing with whatever person that we liked, that we were interested in. Most of the dances.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's really how dances go. Only usually you ask someone to one.
Did you dance with anyone?
Yeah. I didn't go to a lot of high school dances.
What? No way. He was on his way to the beach.
I think I went to like 3 high school dances.
Who did you dance with?
Let me see.
I don't remember their names.
Actually, one of the
No,
dances
he's got names.
I danced with my sister-in-law.
Okay, if somebody told you all the people they danced with in middle school, would you believe them?
No.
Not a slow dance. That was a fast dance. That was in 6th grade, and I wound up having a crush on her, and her sister had a crush on Richard. And Richard and Amanda wound up dating in 10th grade and on, right up till they get married.
Jesse, Maria.
I like
pretty
how
long
he
how that
added
turned
that.
I danced with a girl,
They dated right up until they got married.
and Christy Peters that I made out with.
Really?
Danced with Lisa Grant, Carlo Lemieux. Lisa Herrick. No, not Lisa Herrick. What was her last?
Well, I mean, this was all at the 6th grade dance, but Lauren was in the 11th grade at the time.
Can't remember what her last name was. Missy McKinney, Bunky Myrick.
Bunky.
Elizabeth was her real name.
Who?
Her nickname was Bunky. Her real name was Elizabeth.
You're telling me Lauren knows 2 people called Bunky. Bullshit. Bullshit.
Sarah Curtis, Connie Fortier, Patty Tweedy,
Tweety.
her sister Deonna Tweedy,
Oh, that's the last name.
Oh, I'm trying to remember. I can't remember now. It was more than that. I just can't remember who they were. 'Cause I didn't. Oh, Kelly Baker.
I'm confused. Who are these people?
They were just girls in the school. Girls that I liked, some of them.
Wait a minute. So he started off naming girls that he danced with in middle school, and then just trailed off just naming girls he liked in middle school.
Yeah.
Okay.
As one does.
Yeah. I mean, who doesn't sit here and fantasize about kids they knew in middle school? I
I was
guess
just
anyone
friends
that's
with
not a
some
pedophile.
Amanda's sister, Lisa, I danced with her. They were just friends of mine in school. Some I had an interest in, some I didn't. Some I was just friends with.
Somebody else with, somebody didn't.
How about you?
Pardon.
Did you go to any? Did you go to any school dances? You don't have to talk about it if you don't want to, honey.
Not really.
So what'd you do? You didn't go to? Did you have 8th grade prom or something? Anything like that?
First off, 8th grade prom, what the fuck? Second of all, they were lining up to date him. I mean, he was the Lauren Armstrong, star of the basketball team. Of course they wanted to dance with him.
Well, of course he would be the star. He was, what, 5 years behind?
Yeah. I mean, I've never heard of an 8th grade prom. I don't consider that something that's probably impossible. I've just never heard of such a thing.
Yeah.
He went to the 8th grade prom. I mean, he had graduated 2 years previous.
8th grade prom.
Yeah, we had an 8th grade prom because where our middle school went from 5th grade to 8th grade. Then after 8th grade, we went to high school. Well, we had an 8th grade prom. I went to my 8th grade prom with Missy McKinney.
Not Bunky?
Wait, I thought he said he didn't go with anyone. That wasn't the kind of thing that you go with somebody.
Well,
You just show up and dance.
well, this is the prom, though.
What are you thinking about?
I didn't do that.
Oh, you didn't?
Well, see, what happens is he tried to go to the 8th grade prom, right?
Right.
And he couldn't find a date, and so he was like, well, in that case, may as well go see Kayla tonight.
Ho, 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 ho. Even Kratos thought that was funny.
Yeah.
I
Would you
once had a
Carter
guy
Saga?
draw a picture of me to ask me to prom.
Yeah, I guess Kratos was just allergic to
You
the
once had a
bullshit.
guy draw a picture of you that asked you to prom? He drew you a picture asking you to prom?
It was terrible. He said it took him 3 hours to do the shading on my upper lip.
Did you go with him? Did you go
No.
to prom with him? No? Why not? That poor guy. He broke his heart.
Lauren's about 3/4 chub, thinking of 8th grade Jamie.
Gross.
Okay, I took him.
How do robots grow and develop?
Oh, you took him?
I think they start out as toasters, and then
So you made his day then.
I think around 16, that's when they turn into a vacuum cleaner.
He
I
asked
don't
you
know.
by
But I
drawing you a
ditched
picture.
him
You
when
didn't.
I got there for my friends.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. When he's talking about all these girls he went and danced with, you know, that's got to be a large majority of the girls his age at that school. And he's talking about how he was shut out of his friends group and nobody wanted to hang out with him, but he's dancing with every girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's why he was shut out of every group. He was such a player.
Mean.
Yeah. Dating all your girls. Well, I mean, he could drive.
Broke his heart. Made his day, then broke his heart. That's what you're talking about with Carter for 2 hours.
Up. Yeah, that's the thing he really wants to talk about, Jamie.
Well, okay. Guess we are moving on.
Yeah.
Don't have to answer me if you don't want. I wasn't going to ask before because I didn't want you to get mad at me for asking.
I thought we were having a conversation.
Oh,
Well, you was wrong.
We are.
Hello?
You're a bitch.
I'm here, honey. Can you hear me?
Hello? Hello?
Hi, honey.
What happened?
I don't know. It must have been my service. I heard you, but you wasn't able to hear me, so it must have been my service. Because it cut off right there.
Must have been.
I heard you say, hello, hello, and I said, hi, honey. And then all of a sudden, beep. I was like, oh, shit.
I didn't hear you.
Yeah, I heard you. It must have been the service. I know it's supposed to start raining sometime tonight, and it's supposed to rain tomorrow, and it's supposed to get heavy, and it's supposed to get like 50-mile-an-hour gust of
Who the
wind.
That
fuck
must be
asked?
it.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
The weather you're supposed to get tomorrow is messing with your cell service today?
Yeah?
Okay.
You never had that happen?
I never have had tomorrow's weather affect my phone today.
Oh, man, you just don't get it.
But I mean, I also don't have a pedo phone.
Yeah.
So, but I heard you saying hello, and I was saying, hi, honey. Yes, honey.
Have you ever tongue fucked someone's butthole?
Nope. Yours is going to be the first. And only.
Jamie just went to 100 on that.
Yeah?
Does that make you happy? That you get a virgin tongue butthole fucker?
Okay, that actually was kind of funny. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Yep.
I was curious.
Oh, okay.
Actually, Cyrano, if you listen, he's got a really good reason why he's not lying about that. And it comes up here shortly, if I'm not mistaken.
I know you probably have, right?
You talk about doing it.
Yeah, with you. I'll
So I
do
figured
anything
you
with you.
had.
No, I'll do anything with you.
I'll tell you this.
What?
I want a complete virgin.
You want a complete virgin?
Like you.
You got me, honey.
I think I found a new tier for our Patreon.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
There we go. Hey, so look for the new tier on our Patreon starting tomorrow. Can't wait to have somebody reach that tier.
You only reach it once.
Yeah, see. Yeah, see, she wants a virgin, so he's willing to admit he's never tongue fucked a butthole. But they could never get him to say for sure that he was a virgin. He would just be like, "I'm your virgin."
You definitely got me. And I want to complete you.
What?
Complete with owner's manual.
I said, and I want a complete you.
All parts included.
Just you.
And the attachments.
What does that mean?
That means I don't want anybody else. I only want you.
I don't know what's so hard to understand about that, Jamie. He wants a complete you. He wants the instruction manual. He wants all the attachments. He wants the spare parts list. He wants all of that.
Yeah.
In fact, he would also like the training video. Because, a piece of heavy equipment probably comes with a training video.
Do I have multiple personalities or something?
No. It's just another way of saying, honey, that there is no other woman for me. It's just you. It's all you.
What if I do, though?
So what if you do? Wouldn't be the first one I ran into that had multiple personalities.
Just every day.
So you wouldn't be the first person that I ran into that had multiple personalities.
Who did you run into?
I've been around several people with different personalities. When I was incarcerated, there was a couple of people in there that were schizophrenic and had dealt with having different personalities. One guy was actually, he dealt with his schizophrenia by tapping his fingers. He'd walk around, just constantly walk and tap his fingers together. And that's how he dealt with his schizophrenia when he was having an episode.
Oh, hey, Blinken, I assume that you suddenly know more about psychology than Lorne does. Lorne has been around several people with multiple personalities. All right, all you have to do if you've got multiple personalities is walk around tapping your fingers. Okay,
Yeah.
that's all you do. So if you feel another personality about to kick in, just start tapping your fingers. It's not hard.
The other guy would just go off talking to
Yeah,
himself.
see? Paco's doing it right now. Man. Great, now Paco's going to take a tub dump.
No, thank you.
Yeah, you're
Son.
back. The tapping worked.
So what's the one thing in the world that you want to do more than anything that you've never done?
What?
Fuck in the dog shed.
So what's the one thing in the world that you want to do more than anything
We'll get our
that you
hip
have never done?
waders.
Mushrooms.
Mushrooms.
Okay, let's leave this on a legal thing, huh?
Fine, keep it boring. Gee.
Let's try legally, honey. Yeah.
Lord would never break the law.
Okay. Skydive naked.
Really?
Huh.
I don't like flying, but
Bah.
maybe someday you and I would do that.
Or bungee jump. Naked.
Why is it gonna be naked?
It's
Why
perfect.
do you have to be naked?
It's perfect. Lauren can build a big scaffold in his backyard for her to bungee jump from. He's got all the pallets he needs. He and Roy will just build it one weekend and she can go bungee jump. He'll even buy the bungee cords.
Oh, you know what's so funny is we waited nearly a month for our new ice maker to come and for the guys to install it. And once they were done, they were like, "Do you want us to take the old machine away?" I was like, "Yes, please." And then the guy was like, "What about the cardboard and the pallet in the back? Do you want us to take that too?" I said yes, but in my head I'm thinking, actually, I know of someone that collects them.
Yeah, I was looking in the dumpster at work the other day and there was like a stack of pallets in there. I was like, boy, Lauren would be pissed.
So you can feel more free.
Closer to nature.
So you want to bungee jump naked and be able to get as close to nature as possible. So we have to do it in the woods or in a field.
Or in your
and a field with
backyard.
woods around it. Right?
What?
And at the same time, they're jumping down, bungee jumping down. There's going to be a small deer there. So at the same time that you're bungee jumping down, and your cord stretches out as far as you can, you reach out for that deer and you grab it and bring it back up with you.
What?
What?
How's that sound?
Oh, okay.
What? And she's just gonna hold the struggling deer? Imagine the deer.
Like, what the fuck?
Imagine the deer. You're just chilling out, being a deer, right? Doing whatever you do. All of a sudden, sprawling. You find yourself just in the heavens.
I've been kidnapped by the naked angel. Oh God, his cock is tilted to the left.
That's what he hooks it with.
Oh God. Oh no.
What the fuck is he talking about?
Roy staying at mom's.
Thought he was allies.
What a segue there.
Lisa?
Yeah.
He just
Thought he was
Have you
allowed.
done talking about naked hunting a deer
last
from
I knew he
above?
wasn't. Uncle Quaid told him no. He talked to Uncle Quaid, I guess, and I guess Uncle Quaid's gonna let it.
Outdoor Loser, he was talking about the robot grabbing a deer. And, you know, robots, she's got those hydraulic steel claws. She could probably hang on to it.
Them. As long as he doesn't drink.
Spill the tea, sister.
Huh? Spill the tea. That's all I know. Because he told me the other day that he was going to talk to Uncle Clay. So that must be what he talked to Uncle Clay about. That's where he's staying at, his mom's.
Well, that's good.
No, it's good in a way, but with his drinking, he better not start drinking the mom's. Uncle Clay won't put up with it, and the rest of us won't put up with it either. He stressed Mom out last time.
Listen to how high and mighty this asshole is about his brother drinking.
Yeah.
Like he wouldn't be drunk right now if he wasn't scared to go back to prison.
Last thing we need Mom to do is get stressed out and have a stroke. She's already had two small strokes before.
What?
She's had 2 small strokes before. So the last thing she needs is to have another one. That could kill her. He really needs to get his head on straight.
Yeah, deer around where I live were also pretty small things, except for the one that jumped out in front of my car. That son of a bitch was, what, a 12-pointer or something we saw in the video? He was huge. But most of the ones you see around here look like big dogs or something. They're tiny. They have nothing. They have nothing killing them around here except hunters.
I even offered today. He never answered me. I sent him a text and offered, and I knew you'd be okay with it. So I offered for him to build a 20 by 20 building up back, and we'll use material from tear down house to build it. He never.
Why are these Armstrongs just always cool with living in things that aren't houses? Lauren used to live in like a cobbled together shack in his sister's driveway. They had an uncle that lived in a chicken coop in the middle of a field. Roy's in and out of a shipping container, and now Lauren's talking about building a cobbled together shack in his backyard for Roy. You know, like, why are these people just so happy in Maine of all places, living in things that aren't like houses? Like, Maine gets cold.
Yeah.
Like,
So I don't know. I think he's pretty lost. He mentioned to me today about being mad about Jackie in Cornville, his house in Cornville, which, you know, I understand he's mad about it because he built it when it was a shitty trailer. He built it into an actually decent trailer, and plus his little shop that he had out there.
which is the opposite of what you did. You got an actually pretty decent trailer and turned it into a shithole.
Yeah.
Built that too. So he did a lot of work to that property.
No offense to
it
shitholes.
looked pretty good. So he had a lot invested in that. So, but I told him that's why when he was on the phone with me the other day, that's why I told him that, you know, he needs to get past it because it's done and gone. So. Huh, TV's going on. Wonder if it's. Must be because of the weather too. But I knew you'd be alright with me telling me you could stay here and build a 20 by 20 up back and stay in that, but he never answered me on it. That's obviously he doesn't want to do that. And I told him I tried
It's
to get
his
him.
choice.
Yeah. He knows that he can't bring alcohol here. And I think that's one of the reasons that he doesn't want to stay down here, because he doesn't have anywhere else to bring alcohol. But I don't know. He's always lost. He's not that upset about not being with Lisa because he told me before that he wasn't in love with her. He said he loves her, but he's not in love with her. And I guess he tried to force it.
That's because he is the Cornville pipe layer. Roy is just out here shagging chicks. He doesn't care if he loves her or not. He's just out here just plowing fields.
Didn't
We're
happen.
just glad we don't live anywhere near there.
All right,
Oh, Daniel, you are going to hate what you have to eat.
He
But it's
tried.
Paco's rule.
I say he tried to force it.
I
He
didn't
tried
make
it.
the rule, you did.
Your channel.
But I won't change it.
But, and I told him, after a couple of weeks, they're going to be done with that house in Skowhegan after a couple of weeks. And I asked him what he's going to do for work after that. And the only thing that he mentioned was go up and do some work for Stan. Stan doesn't have a lot of money. Stan's the old guy that lives up the road from here. And he doesn't have a lot of money, and he doesn't have that much work for Roy to do. So I told him I'd try to get him some work here, do some things here to help me out. I pay him
Because you're such a wealthy man, right?
$12 an hour.
Actually, I guess he was about as wealthy as he's ever been at this point in time. This is when he was getting all his COVID money and his unemployment and stuff. Lauren was probably bringing in more money during this period of time than he ever did before or since. So yeah, he probably did feel like money bags right about now.
So I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I know it's really going to be sucked being addicted to alcohol like he is.
Wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Lauren?
Nope.
Yeah, thank God Will's coming along to spice this up a little.
Come in.
Hey, yeah, no, I just want to say thank you so much for the talk earlier. You're just so great, Can I get a hug? All right, well, enjoy your night. You're a beautiful soul, Jamie. Do you want to play Nintendo?
Hey, Will, what about me? You're not going to give me a hug, man? What's up?
Okay, I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye.
Sorry, Lorne. It wasn't on speaker.
Oh, okay.
What a sweet man.
Will is a nice guy. Do I like him? I'm glad he's going to be my best man.
Imagine the absurdity of all that. Like, you're getting married to a person you've never met.
Right.
Don't even know her last name, right?
Right.
Or her like birth date. Don't know any of that. And your best man is also a person that you've never met. Like your whole life is just people you don't even know.
That is weird.
Yeah. Just imagine that you wake up and like you just have this whole social life and it's nothing but people you've never met.
Honey, is that what the talk was about earlier? He's gotten interested in you?
What?
Is that what the talk was about earlier with him? Has he gained an interest in you?
Stop asking.
Okay. Oh, I just can tell you that, it's okay. It's understandable. But okay, I will stop asking.
What was my answer the first time?
You didn't have one. Both times you didn't
Yes,
say
I did.
anything. I didn't hear you say anything. But anyway, on to a different subject.
I said the conversation was between him and I.
Oh, okay.
And you kept asking.
All right. Okay. You don't need to get all wound up at me.
And he had Will propose to her for him.
That is
Like
weird.
take her out on a date and everything and do a romantic proposal for him.
Yeah, that's really weird.
have a feeling that Roy might change his mind and
Live in a shack in
I don't
your
know.
yard?
he might change his mind and want to build something down there. He wanted to clean up the house for Mom, and
You want to live in a shack in Lauren's yard?
No.
it's good that he's there in one way because he can help Mom
So I
out
think
a
maybe
lot.
the shack might be better than his trailer.
Oh, at 100%.
The only way that it's not good is if he starts to sneak alcohol.
I haven't heard it, but apparently there's a call where Will points out to Lauren that like he's fucked all of Lauren's women except for Ramona. He's just like, I fucked them all, Lauren.
I'm really concerned about it. So, honey, do you like the laundry room so far?
Yes.
Good. I didn't do anything in there today. I washed some towels.
Are you painting the walls?
I'm going to. I wrote your color down and I put it in the safe.
Hey Paco, do you like that drawing over there?
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't touched it in a long time, but do you like it?
Love it.
Yeah. What a dumb thing. Like, he has nothing to talk about. Do you like this thing I did some time ago?
So I know what color. Well, after I look at the paper again, I don't know. For some reason, I still got maroon stuck in my head, but I've got the actual color written down that you want.
In his
What
safe.
color is it without looking?
I don't know. All I can think of is maroon. I know that's what I did before too. That's all I could think of was maroon.
I have never said that color.
I know, but that's some reason that color sticks in my head. Probably because it was stuck in my head before.
I may have called you that before.
Yeah.
No, you mean a moron. Yeah, you called me that a couple of times. Yeah, but I've got two colors that you won. See, one was, damn it, I can't remember either color. One was for the laundry room, and the other one I think was for the.
You know, there used to be a saying, too poor to paint and too proud to whitewash.
Yeah.
You know, that's Lauren with the walls inside his house. Like, he can't decide the color, and so he just, like, hangs up paintings and shit just right on the bare drywall. And,
Yeah.
like, you know.
I get it.
I think.
Yeah.
But anything that's pink is going to wait until you're here. Tomorrow I can't do anything outside.
Why?
Because it's supposed to rain all day, unless I have a fire.
Oh, yeah, Lauren makes his own whitewash for his walls.
Ew.
Straight from the tap, baby.
I might
No
be able to
painting.
burn tomorrow. Huh? Oh, painting?
No painting.
No, you don't. No, don't want to paint when it's raining out because of the moisture.
No, of course he doesn't want pink in his house until Jamie gets there. He doesn't want people to think he's caught the gay. You know, so, I mean, he can't have pink in his house.
No.
He's got to have manly things like drywall and stuff. He can't have pink walls.
Moisture will make it so it doesn't set good.
Lauren is a manly man. He sits there, he does manly things like stick dildos in his mouth. He doesn't want people to think he's caught the gay.
That would be dreadful.
Right?
I could burn tomorrow, but it's supposed to be windy too, wind gust. So that lady wanted me working Madison tomorrow, but we didn't know at the time that it was going to be raining, so I don't know if she wants me to work or not. But I'll leave you in the morning, message in the morning to let you know one way or the other if I'm going to work over there for her or not. And I went over and saw the house that Roy's working on today. They've got it almost. Oh shit! Damn it! I was going to take a picture of the linoleum that Uncle Clyde put in the floor and send it to you because it's designed like it's hardwood flooring, but it's not light color. It's more of a grayish type of color. So I was iffy on it, and I said, well, I'll take a picture and send it to you, and I forgot to take a picture. But it was actually
Wow, very interesting, Lauren. Very interesting. Yeah, I'm sure this robot really cares about your uncle's gray floors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah. Rage about something.
Please.
Hardwood. But it looks like hardwood.
This is what you get when Lauren steers the ship.
boring.
Yeah. This has got to be what, like 90% of the time catfishing was like.
Another reason why I can't do it.
So next time I stop by there, I'll take a picture of it and send it to you.
You think he ever finished that
You see
closet
the,
for Ashley?
Okay.
Did you see the pictures of the snowblowers I sent you today?
Yes.
You see why I got that snowblower for $200?
Is it the same snowblower?
It's the same size. Only mine has a cover on it too.
Is it the same one?
No, not the same exact one. No, mine's the one I have is Craftsman, which is probably better than those. I can't remember what kind those are. But the guy said that when he bought that one there, it cost him like $800 brand new.
I don't know about snow blowers, but I would imagine they're probably very much like lawnmowers, and a Craftsman lawnmower is the same as like a Murray lawnmower, and like the same as like the Lowe's one and stuff like that. Like there's only a few manufacturers of those things. I would imagine they're probably very much the same. I just figured I'd interject something even remotely interesting into whatever Lauren's blathering about.
He'd only had it for 2 years, and he hardly even used it because
What year is
it only
it?
snowed.
Yeah, I mean Ramona was on the phone with him like 9 hours a day. You gotta imagine this was probably 8.5 of those hours.
It's only like 2 years old, so like 2018. No, I think he said he bought it in 2017. But he'd only used it for 2 years, but he only used it a couple of times both years because he'd go down to Florida for the wintertime. So it only snowed a few times before he went down to Florida. And he had a driveway that was pavement. And so the color on the augers, there's still color on the augers. It's not even worn off at all.
Lorna, I would rather watch your paint dry
It
than
was all
listen to this.
just plain snow that went through it.
Get mad at something.
Yeah.
And it's got hand warmers on it and everything. Electric start. It's a nice snowblower. It's a really nice snowblower.
I was hoping it had pedals and he had to pedal it.
That'd be funny. I would love to.
Honey, we got our fourth egg today.
Cool.
I gotta keep sticking whenever they lay one. I gotta stick it up in the nest. Mom told me to stick it up in the nest. Maybe they'll get the hint to lay it in the nest instead of on the floor.
What are you doing with them?
Putting them in the refrigerator. I
Lauren.
already had them like.
Okay, so probably everyone here knows this, but there's a difference between the farm fresh eggs that Lorne would be getting straight from his chickens and the ones you buy at Food Lion. You shouldn't put the ones from your chicken in the refrigerator. There's a difference there. So, how this man didn't get salmonella poisoning or something? You know, they say God looks out for fools, drunks, and little children, and Lorne is two of those things.
Yeah.
2.5 dozen eggs in there before they started laying. So before I start eating the eggs that they lay, I'm going to finish off the other eggs.
Okay.
But every time they lay an egg, I'll put it up in the nest for a night, so that way they see the egg up in there, hoping they get the hint to lay the eggs in the nest. Mom gave me that idea.
Neat.
And Curious, you're gonna love Curious. You go in there and she'll come right up to me, and I'll bend down, and she'll go like she's kneeling down so that I'll pet her, so I can actually pet her on the back. And none of the other ones will do that. Even Booger doesn't do that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you look at the overall conditions of his trailer, that immune system of his has just been overworked for years. It's got to be tough, Jack. Like he's got to have the toughest immune system.
Of course, because assholes like him always do.
Yeah, like, you know, somebody from some really poor third world country that they can be like, oh, you're so soft, we grew up doing this and that. Well, Lorne's like that, only he did that to himself.
True.
Yeah.
Booger actually barely even lets me touch him now.
How
But
cute.
Curious comes in. Yeah, and every time I go out the door, Curious tries to follow me out the door. It's so funny. So you're really gonna love Curious. Yeah, there's some funny chickens.
What did you talk about?
Sounds like it. Can't wait.
And your dog. I gotta call Roscoe your dog now, because you don't want Sadie. I gotta take Sadie.
He is.
Your dog likes to go outside to the shed with me. Likes to go up the gate,
Roscoe is
go out
my
to the
dog.
shed with me. And I heard you. You hear that, Roscoe? Do I call you mommy to him?
What?
Do I call you mommy to him?
No.
No. What do I call you to him?
Queen Jamie.
Roscoe, Queen Jamie wants to keep you as hers. She says you're not Daddy's dog anymore. You're Queen Jamie's dog. Now he just come over so I can scratch his butt.
Okay.
What?
Dogs like their right by their tail, right at the end of their tail. They like having it scratched right at the end or right at the beginning of the tail.
Dog people, is that true? Do dogs like it when you scratch their butts like that? I haven't had a dog in many, many years, but I don't remember scratching my dog's butt. So someone can tell me if that's true. I mean, I would believe it, but it's just funny to hear Lauren say he's going to scratch his dog's butt.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I'll give you a biscuit. Get you all warmed up.
Scratch his butt, give him a biscuit.
There you go, big doofy handsome baby.
Kind of like comb your niece's hair and take her shopping.
Yeah.
Scratch his butt, give him her biscuit.
Silly, pretty little girl. Well, what do you
Go
know?
get
She
some
didn't
peanut butter
make me chase her
later.
down to get it.
Ew.
To give it to her.
I meant on the
No,
biscuit,
you
you
did
pervert.
not. No, you did not.
Your mind,
No, you
your
did
mind
not.
is in the gutter.
No, you did not.
Who has you been talking to?
You.
Oh, honey. I gotta tackle your closet next so I can put all your Christmas stuff in it. And all your other stuff. So I can get it off the couch. After the wall. I gotta work on the wall. I gotta work on the kitchen addition and the back patio.
So apparently, yes, dogs like getting scratched on the butt.
Okay.
Get those out of the way, and then I can work. Then I can
So
work
you
on
have
your
stuff
closet.
all over the place.
No, not really all of it. It's just, well, yeah, kind of. I'll let I look around. I've got your display case and your stands, and your Beanie Babies, and
So
your.
business as usual.
Well, it's actually a little at a time. It's actually getting in place. So like the washer and the dryer and the hamper, the utility sink. That's all in the laundry room now.
Yeah, Lauren's trailer is slowly coming together, guys. Don't worry. In another couple of decades, it should be completely dismantled. I have to say, that trailer from like the early 70s or whenever it was made, that had to be one hell of a well-built trailer.
Yeah.
This man's been pulling it apart for the better part of a decade and it's still standing. That thing was one hell of a well-built trailer. Somebody should like write to the Clayton mobile home people and tell them just how good that 1973 model just was.
Yeah.
Like, I'm telling you, that was one hell of a well-built trailer. It'll stand up to like 8 years of a pedophile ripping it apart.
That is
Which
pretty
is
impressive.
awesome because you can get so much more room. But in your closet right now is your display case, your two stands, your Beanie Babies, the little glass thing with mirrors and shelves in it that you hang on the wall. That's in here. Your divider is in here. Your clothes that you wanted me to save out, bags of clothes, those are in here. And all the Christmas stuff you wanted me to save out is all on the couch. Your sneakers are in the closet out here, though, which I'm gonna have to take and put them in your closet. Take them out of this closet and put them in your closet because this closet's here, not even going to be here. This closet is attached. Is actually right behind the pantry.
Just fucking do it. They're
I don't know where the
shoes.
pantry is.
The time
So
you're
when I
talking
take
about,
the
you can
pantry
do
out,
it.
That closet comes out too.
Well, I guess he already did the one thing for the day, though.
I was gonna say.
Honey,
Moving the shoes is tomorrow's project. Well, that's out the way.
honey,
What?
I love you.
Ribs.
I gotta figure out what to do with these paintings.
Just hang them on your
Maybe I
bare
can have Roy
drywall
take
walls.
a picture of them and see if you can find them online. See if you can find the value to them.
Okay.
If they're not really worth much money, then might as well just put them on the yard sale.
Oh Lorne, hold on, sorry.
Okay, honey.
You hung up, honey.
Be right back.
Okay.
All right, well, that's the end of part one of Carter. That's the boring part. Don't worry. The next parts, I think, are better.
Yay! More screaming? I like the screaming.
I know there's screaming eventually in this.
Yes! I I can't wait to
Awesome.
read.
Oh, we
listen
can't
to
wait
it.
for that. Oh man, everybody go to Hey Blinken's channel. There is some fantastic music located over there. So, thanks for everyone for coming out and suffering through the boring part of Carter. I think it gets better after part 1. And I thought Lauren's video game ideas were interestingly stupid.
Yeah. Interestingly stupid works.
Yeah.
Very
So,
well.
you want to help me tomorrow? I want to build a 20 by 20 shack so I can move the neighborhood drunk into.
Yeah. We could get started on that, but there's a lot of little things we have to do first.
I mean, I do have to get
We-
those
we do
shoes
have-
moved.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and then.
Yeah. So, yeah, I guess we better start on that tomorrow.
All right.
Oh, and I think this is the weekend of the 10 Mile Yard sale. So we might get some new pictures of the trailer or something from somebody.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have an inside line on it or anything. I don't know that anybody went there, but I'm pretty sure somebody probably did.
Yeah. And happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
Yep. So, yeah, see you next time.
Kiss, kiss.